Hey, folks. Welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Wednesday, March 31st, 2010. Well, folks, another not surprisingly flat day on Wall Street, although it did not start out that way, folks. We saw a massive sell early on in the day where we dumped all the way down to a key master level at the 116.65 level. This was on the back of some ADP, a private sector employment report, which basically came out. Everyone was expecting for a growth in employment in the private sector of 40,000. Instead, it came in at minus 23,000. So 63,000 miss on that unemployment or that employment data report about the private sector. That was what the initial sell-off was about, folks. We got that news out at 8:30. The markets opened with a gap down into yesterday's lows, which happened to be the previous day lows as well. So this 116.95 level was very, very important. In fact, if you scan back here, here's Monday's low. Here's Tuesday's low, and look at where we opened on Wednesday today. The market opens there and gets a surge. If you're like us in the chat room, you obviously want to be on top of these type of plays. And again, it was a very relatively easy scalp based on that if you had the guts to step up at the very open of the day and buy. Sure enough, up you go. You rally a total of really about, let's see here, really about 30 cents or so on the SPY, which is an unbelievable scalping opportunity. And then you start to come in, and sure enough, you come all the way down, come to our next master level. Our next master level's at the 116.65 level. Why is this level so important? Why would we know to watch for a bounce here? Why did I call a bounce out in the intraday stock chat and take it myself for profits? Simply put, guys, if you scan back on your chart again, look at this. All the way back here, all the way back these lows. Look at this low here, here, all the way through, guys. I mean, it's just an unbelievable level here. Pivot low right here at the close before the gap up. Unbelievable level at 116.65. Sure enough, that's exactly what it is. So right there at that point of interest, the market gets a bid. And at this point, the volume starts to die out. Please turn your attention down to the lower portions of my chart here on your screen. And you can see clearly the first couple candles, very, very good volume. But then sure enough, it just starts to get lighter and lighter. And it has gotten lighter and lighter the rest of the day. You can see clear as a bell, decreasing returns here on volume. Look at that, just continuing to slope down. What do we know about that for the markets? It starts to slope up, and that's exactly what we've had in this market. So the markets are actually on the flat line right now. Let me give you a quote on the indexes. You have the Dow down about 16 points. NASDAQ is actually up 3 points, and the S&P 500 up about 40 cents on the day. This green trend line continues to be a little bit of resistance support area today. You can see we hit it here, pulled back, hit it here, pierced it again, pulled back a little bit. Ultimately, the volume is just keeping this market afloat, folks, and that's exactly what we talked about last night to our premium members as well as the night before going into this week. You have to look at this week as being a pause week in general, folks. Now, why would I say that? Well, you have the jobs data on Friday. Markets are closed Friday, but the jobs data will be reported, non-farm payrolls and unemployment number. All of that combined is basically keeping everyone on the fence now, leading up into that. In addition, Passover's underway. That started Monday night. Good Friday is this Friday. That's another holiday. So multiple holidays this week. It's a holiday week. Most traders are taking half days, if not taking at this point the whole time off. And at this point, you have to look and say to yourself, all right, light volume, what does that mean? It means markets most likely will trend higher. So that's what we have today, again, folks, or flat markets. And again, off the gap down, you had a nice sell-off, but the key was to know to buy this market down here, and that's exactly what we did. Sure enough, the markets have come up, paused here on the blue line, went to this sloping yellow line, pulled back, went above that, right to the green line, pulled back, and now we're just hovering at the highs of the day, which also happens to coincide with the flat line. Now, what are some stocks in play today? Obviously, the one you want to watch after the bell today is Research in Motion. Research in Motion has earnings reporting after the bell today. Watch that. It could be in play after hours and tomorrow on that news. In addition, folks, Goldman Sachs and other financials are mixed today. Goldman Sachs is down about 43 cents on the day. Really a flattish day there. JP Morgan is up about 34 cents and having a little bit of an up day right on that stock. So a decent day on that. Apple Computer is up 20 cents while Amazon is down 2 cents. Baidu's down about 2.50 while Google's up $1.45. So again, you can see it's a very, very mixed market today. No big moves outside of some key plays. The only thing I would say, folks, is the dollar is getting hammered today, and that's also a key reason why the markets were able to hold up so well is because the dollar is lower today. When the dollar is lower, and again, that's because the euro is rallying, you're having a nice move up in the euro, maybe some short covering, maybe a little things look a little better over there in Europe with Greece. Either way, the euro pushing up pushes down the dollar. The dollar weaker means the markets generally get propped up. And again, that is exactly what we're seeing today on the dollar front. So the dollar is getting hit today just off the lows of the day, as you can see on the chart on the UUP. And again, the market's not surprising to see them on the flat line holding up pretty well. All right. A couple other things again. Oil is having a good day on the back of a weaker dollar. You can see oil is just into some resistance here at $40.50. That's a little bit of key resistance on the daily chart. Gold is having a nice day, although it's off the highs, but still having a solid day up $1.20 on the GLD. All right, folks, that's really all for today, to be honest. What you want to do is join. I just posted a new swing trade in the Research Center Hot Charts and Alerts, so everyone can go view that. Again, it's a trade. Last swing trade I posted in one day, 25% return. This one, hopefully, the same type of deal again. We'll continue to follow it and analyze it accordingly. Take care, folks. Let's go make some money.